Hey everyone, this is Paul from Paul's Garage. I don't know what I'm doing. Today I'm gonna tackle taking this plate off, looking inside here on my 98cc project. Gonna see what's up. Could use power tools, but sometimes with smaller items I tend to strip stuff, or I want to get a feel for the factory torque too, kind of feel it out. I mean, I got a torque wrench, I could do that too, but a lot of times it's just built right in here. My torque wrist. Sweet torque wrist. Another tech tip, probably not in this case, but sometimes when you're doing multiple patterns of bolts, there'll be different lengths. So what I try and do is find a place to set them, and then I will set them in the pattern that I put them in, so that I don't put the wrong length in the wrong place. Alright, so let's take this out of here. Like I said in previous videos, you could tell they ran it for testing. Okay, make sure it was cool before they sent it to me. Over at Go Power Sports. Okay, this looks like it's gonna slide out. Whoa, and there's still oil in there. Oh! Quite a bit. Oh my. Okay then. Looks like the cam wants to come off with it. There's your nylon cam. Nice precision bearing, feels good. Yeah, a little happy cam, but okay, so after a little cleanup, and a nice little shot there, you can see what's up. What's up? Nice, huh? You see what's going on there? Move that little plastic sprocket in there and all that stuff for the governor. And the post goes up through. And we'll figure out how to seal that. JM-2, what does it tell you anything? There's your crank. Really cool. So the cam goes in the other side, holds it in place. And go from there. So I'm gonna pull this clip right here. Inside here, we can see the little dude. Okay. Oh, cool. It's wiggly jiggly and it fell right out. You know, man, it was not special. Sweet. thing to monkey with, right? There's a little washer on top there, a little thin black washer. And let's see, just a hole. Okay. And there's a washer on the inside too. Don't forget that. A little thin black chingadera hanging in there. So you got one on top, one on the bottom. Okay. So take your time. See what's up. Oh, screwed up. I don't want to mess anything up, so I'm going to remove this off and the flywheel and get to the back of this pin. Ooh, it's got slippery, got oil on it. To pop this pin out that way and just remove it all, and then I'll seal it. I'll seal that bolt. Okay, well, as we can see in here, this came with a carb stuff breather, and there's the whole unit, and I put this little dude on there because I had one laying around. It doesn't hurt to have it on there, really. It's not in the way. Alright. Alright, well that'll do it. Yeah, I don't have that fancy battery operated stuff. I just use the old school air tool. It works pretty darn good. There we go, and it came off real nice. Okay, so I know people slap and hammer and do stuff to get this off of here, your flywheel off of here, but I am actually going to use my harmonic balance puller kit that I have that I use for cars. It looks like it'll work. Looks like I can line this thing up and get this sucker off of here without screwing it up, I hope. Let's see. There we go. Pop that sucker right off of there. Cool. It's tapered. Woodruff key there. Stayed in place. Alright. Just thought I'd show you guys what I use. Harmonic balancer puller kit. This is just, whatever. It's something you can get off Amazon or eBay or wherever. Harbor Freight, I don't know, all those different places. Because I don't do this for a living, and I use these tools occasionally, I don't want to invest a ton of dinero, if you know what I mean. But if you only use it a few times, it's worth it. And for me right now, that was worth it. Okay, so now we're back to where we left off. Flywheel off. I can just tap this sucker out of there, right? Let's try this. Probably clamp this thing down, huh? Maybe on the next motor engine. Sorry. Lazy Susan. Aha, and once again, another thin washer under there. Probably behind there. Cool, extra parts. Yeah, looks like my gasket got
boogered. Boogered.
But I believe I have a gasket kit laying on here somewhere. So we'll get to that. So as you can see, everything's all clear. This gear is no longer going to be applied to the crank. Excellent. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure the diameter of this hole. I'm going to get my tap and die set out. I'm going to tap this. And yeah, put some sort of screw in there. Probably a button head. Make it all nice. Alright, as you can see, I put a little Allen bolt in there, right in here. And it does have a little lock deal on there, and then I sealed it with high temp silicone, and then torqued it down, and I do have clearance. So that's sealed, and then I will also tap the top here and put a bolt in there as well. Let's just look in here. Got the cam timing set up to that little drill spot right there. Perfect. And there, right there. So you want to make sure those two line up. You put it all back together so your timing will be right. And then as you can see in here, it's all gone. All the governor, all that mechanism is gone. I got a little bolt in there, and then up top, I tapped and put like a 1/4-20 bolt in there as well. And yeah, it's a little long, it protrudes a little bit, but I have plenty of clearance, as you can tell, and there used to be a shaft that went all the way down here and over to all this stuff. So it looks like we'll be good, free and clear. I blew everything out with air to ensure that there are no little metal shavings anywhere. What's that? What is that speck? Get it! So make sure you got every little thing out of there. And I'm going to reuse this gasket. I put a little bit of black RTV on it, just a couple spots to get it to kind of re-stick and stay on. And so we're just going to button her up. And that would be it for the removal of the governor.